Where am I? Oh, hello! Hello, everyone! Happy Wednesday! I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. It's been, it's been a long week so far. Thank you as well, sir. Thank you for the subby. Thank you so much. Enjoy your new new couple of emotes. I want to do more. I had more slots than I thought I did, and not enough time to get everything I wanted. But someone yeah, you fuck you. How do I ban you? How do I prevent you from ever following me again? What did I do? I didn't even do anything. Only Wednesday. My god, I fucking hate being a wagey. I hate these dumb bitches. They went to college. And they got degrees. One of them has a master's. And they can't even plan like their weeks ahead, and they fuck things up. They don't know how to do half the things they're supposed to do in their position. And they No, they're like 40 years old, man. Oh my god. I I left the position I was in because I was being like overworked. Even in that position, like I was having to do overtime, and I was up to like 3 a.m. some days because I had to do corrections on client stuff. And so I left that position because I was like, I can't take this anymore. This isn't worth it. This is like actively lowering my quality of life. I'm gonna fucking Roblox myself if I stay here. So I was like, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna like go back to a normal position. I'll you know I can't fucking escape. I can't escape it, man. They refuse to hire the person that they need. They need like another assistant, and they refuse to hire them because they're like, oh, we don't have the money in the budget for this year. Blah 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 blah. Well, ah! I was at work until like 7, 8 p.m. I got there at 9 a.m. And then tomorrow, I think I might need to push back this. All I want to do is play video games, man. I just want to stream and play video games. So the stream tomorrow is going to be probably pushed until later because I did not finish sending everything today, and I don't know how long I'm gonna have to be there. And every time that I think that all the work is done, I get they're like, here's the path to another file that needs to be done, Aleda. Please, we need it done by Friday. I ever thought about not being a pushover? I have been saying no more, and I've been like, I can't do this. Like, I know I'm getting paid extra, but this is like too much. And all I get is just like, oh well, you know, it has to get done. You know, if you want the bonus to be nice at the end of the year, you gotta play ball. You gotta help us out. We don't have it in the budget to hire somebody new. You know, we're splitting. We're here too, Aleda. We're here until like midnight too. You know, you think the bonus is not worth it. It has not been worth it the past 2 years. It's been like a few $100 at most. Hello, Alpha. I'm just complaining about my OL life. My terribly fun OL life. I'm so tired. I almost would rather go back to retail. I've enjoyed my office. My office job has like so much flexibility, and I genuinely like the work that I do. Kind of like I do like it. Uh, but Man, retail was actually easier somehow. Retail was actually fine. I want to, you know, when I worked in retail, I could fuck around, I could fuck off to the other side of the store, I could stand in an aisle for like 20 minutes and nobody would come and find me, and I could just be alone when it got too much. Now I don't have any customer facing stuff, but I have to talk to so many people in my office. I have to send so many emails. I have to export 1,000 files and export corrupts, so it has to be re-exported, and then I don't want to find a new job. That sounds like an even bigger hassle. Yeah, all work crushes the soul. I don't think I'll be. I'm hoping that by the end of the year they will hire a new person, a new assistant, who can do everything that I've been doing. If I'm lucky, they said they were gonna talk to their managers again. Feel grateful you had a job. Oh, you had a job served to you on a silver platter. Yeah. Was like, the thing is, I also don't want to leave my job because I, when I'm not doing what I'm doing now, I really like it. I really like it. It's very fun for me. But having to keep doing managerial staff stuff that I have no business doing and I'm not getting paid enough to do, and with the expectation of, if you don't do this, this will fuck everybody else. Fuck everybody else up. You might get fired. You'll be the black sheep of the fucking company forever because you'll be known as that one bitch who didn't want to help. And if I ever want to get promotions into other areas, it will be impossible if I say no. They would force their employees to work extra hours. Yeah, that's what they're doing now. I really don't buy this. You know, I really hate hearing the words, oh, you know, this is a very good year. This is one of our biggest years yet. This is like, we are expanding so much and everything's going great. Awesome. Why the fuck can't we hire people? I don't get it. Stop doing extra stuff because you aren't paid for a move to a new job because corporate will expect you way more than expected. Good for you. I know. I know. I know. I know it's bad. I know it's like stupid to keep going along with it. I don't want to go back to having to find another job and then having to deal with, oh my god, that's loud. Having to deal with other expectations. At least I know what my expectations are here. I can plan accordingly. Likely a valuable employee that... Yeah, pretty much. I'm the only person that knows how to do a few different things, and I haven't had the time to, like... It's at, like, the point where it's like, I could... There is, like, one other person I could teach some of these things. But they are so swamped with other stuff, I have never gotten the opportunity to actually, like, do that for them. And I think even if they learned how to do it, it would not fix anything. Because they're still staying to, like, the same time as me. I don't do any... Yeah. No, I'm aware. I know I'm letting myself get taken advantage of. I know. I am aware. I have trouble saying no, and I hate the whole quitting a job and moving to a new job thing. I don't like it. I've been working here for a bit. Sounds more daunting. I'm almost just like, just abuse me. As long as I get a paycheck at the end of the day, I guess it's fine. I guess if it doesn't change come the new year, I really will just have to something, I think. Because it's getting like ridiculous. I get paid, right? I do get paid for my now. I wasn't for a bit. But I get paid for my overtime now. So it's not that bad. It's okay. Like time and a half, so it's not. I just for a little bit. I wasn't getting paid for it because I went to part-time and I wasn't technically supposed to. They were like, "Oh, it's just a little bit." And I was just like, "Oh, okay. Bye." No wonder I know. I don't know how to be mean, or not be mean, but like stand up for myself. I want to be liked. I want to be liked. I want to be friendly. No, it's also like if I don't do these things, then this extra work will fall down to me anyway later on. I don't work I don't work for a black company. It's not a terrible company. It's just I don't know. I could find like look, I got invited to a wedding at one point. That's something, right? Like, and then they treated me to nice root beer floats. And sometimes we have ice cream parties. That's enough, right? That's good. I think that's enough. Have the government destroy your body and disable you and get a document that can pay you for life. I wish. I wish. Maybe I just need to like I just need to let myself get catastrophically injured. It shouldn't be too hard. There are a few places I think I could knock like something over and have it fall on me. And if I'm really lucky, it'll be over entirely. But if I, you know, even luckier, I might break my legs and then I can have government for the rest of. Wonderful. Next to others, so they aren't getting burned out for their problems and mistakes, and they want themselves instead force you to. Everyone's burned out. I'm gonna be real. Everyone is burned out. Everyone is like. My managers are there even later than I am. So that's like another part is like. I want to say it's their fault, but I want to believe that they are working as much as they say they are. But every once in a while I walk past their office and I hear one of them watching House on their phone. And I'm like, are you actually working? Are you actually doing your job, bitch? I don't think you are! Well, they also have things that I can't do. I mean, we all have like different things, different expectations, different specific programs we have access. Yeah. So that's been my week. It's just working. I hope I don't have I hope tomorrow's it and I don't have to work Friday. If I have to work Friday, I'll lose my mind. I'll actually lose it. Oh, I wish I could be rich. Hello, Ozen. Hello. Go herd goats. That would be nice. That would be a nice break from everything. Yeah. The typical lazy Mexican just sleeping under a sombrero. Yeah. Don't fall back into the mind break arc. Yeah, I have really dark circles under my eyes, not gonna lie. Like, I I regularly look sick. I don't look like I'm doing well. I had dark bags under my eyes and like I didn't drink any water. I've just been drinking like a pot of coffee every morning. Like soda, like for caffeine. Only a pot. I wish I should probably be drinking more. Probably more would be good. I usually drink because I have like a little mug and I'll be going back and forth every like 30 minutes straight. He says cardio? Yeah, it's getting my heart rate right up there. Taco. I'm not in denial. I know it's terrible, but I'm like the thought of as much as I said like retail, I'd almost rather work retail. The idea of talking to customers is a lot worse. It's a lot more intimidating. I don't like customers. I don't like sales. I've had to work in sales before briefly. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Carmita. Thank you. I'll do my best. It's been 7 months since, well, yeah, I guess it has been. That's weird. It doesn't feel like a proper 7 months. I feel like we just started, to be honest with you. Also, hello, Banana Nina. Hello. I'm just bitching about just bitching. This is a bitch stream. I had to work in sales kind of briefly because I heard you make a lot of money in sales, and I'm like of this mentality, if I just like I have this mentality that I could just do anything I set my mind to if I just force myself. I cannot do sales. I can't do sales, man. The idea that you have to like lie to old people and like swindle them because they don't understand what you're selling them, I can't do it. And like the fact that you're supposed to feel okay about it and you're like, oh, it's not a big deal, you know, you're doing them a favor because you're saving them money. And I'm like, this old woman is she's like 80 something. You want me to lie to her and tell her it's a good fucking deal? I'm not sociopathic enough for it. I can't do it. I wish I could. I wish I could make money. I wish I could be cool and like, you know, make all those bonuses, but I'm just not enough of like an asshole to make it in sales. Just can't do it. Quit your sandwich shop job after they knocked your hours back to 1 day every second week. Isn't that how they try to force you to quit, right? They'll lower your hours until you physically can't handle it. Like you're going so poor you just have to quit. It's like the way of icing you out so they don't have to actually the whole firing thing. Probably less. Just get a nice tier 3 subby, Big Hat. We now have the golden sob emote. Yeah, I wish I had more time to do more emotes. Oh. Bye. 8. I felt like the oge emote. Oge is very hard to do because I feel like Pekara's original expression is like the Mona Lisa, right? It takes like it's like the Mona Lisa. There's so much subtlety in her eye movement and everything. I don't feel like I captured it as well as I would have. It was difficult. I had trouble with. But I at least got I got a few. The Pim one was the one that I wanted. The Oge was requested, but this one, the Pim one, is what I really wanted. so I hope you enjoy it. Oh, I couldn't do the gun and mouth emote that I wanted. I think Twitch should be upset about that, so I put that away. I didn't want to trace things, but then I ended up tracing, like, everyone traces you. And then I was trying to make, like, a good, like, retard emote. But, like basically the crayon emote, but, like, original. I couldn't really, I don't think I could tap into that power properly. Don't put me next to that fucking Pokemon. Don't do it. I thought you people liked me. Don't do that. Yeah, I didn't want to trace the Oge. But I feel like you can tell that it's like it's not a proper Oge. It's not exactly a canon one. It's my approximation. Less of a Pim and more of a boss. I wanted to be more of a Charlie. Can I be Charlie? Charlie has big dick energy. Can I be a Charlie, please? I'm not a Charlie. Why? Don't I have like leadership? Then I seem like a don't I give off those I'm too cool, I don't give a fuck, I'm a Chad kind of vibes when you say? There is, fuck you, we're not getting a biking emote. No. That's a lot of messages, Sven. You could have just said no. You didn't need to add the rest. Charlie wouldn't put up with this shit. I think if you emotionally manipulated him, he would be very easy. I think he's weaker psychologically. Don't worry, I've read the AO3 fics. Guys, you're so mean. You're so. You won't even like entertain the idea for my benefit. Come here. Where's the jiggly version? The jiggle. Where is it? One in here. I don't know where I saved that to. Whatever. Oh, I drew it at a really big size. It's gonna go in the corner. Honesty is the greatest kindness one can render to anyone. It is morally correct to put Leda in her place. That's so mean. That's so mean. Yeah, I've been looking at a lot of mouthwashing stuff. I've watched like 2 or 3 people play. While I'm working, I just put it on in the background, and I just listen to it. And I like it more every single time. I enjoy it. And I've been collecting all of the images that are posted on Tumblr. I've been collecting them, and I have a whole stack on my phone. There isn't a. I wonder why there's no art of Jimmy. How could they not draw any art of my boy Jimmy? Are we getting a mouthwashing son? No, I've been trying to sketch something out, but I haven't had enough time. I want to draw. I want to draw some ship art of me and Anya because honestly, I think I deserve her. I think I could fix her and I would make her better. And she's mine. Damn it! I'm gonna draw some art of me and her. Yeah, she has terrible taste in men, which means she must have abysmal taste in women. Which means I have a shot. Yeah, that's a good one. I like it. A lot of the unfortunately a lot of the yaoi is coming from like the Korean artists. And they don't draw like any real stuff. They just draw this teasing. They draw this teasing of like and it stressed me out more than work. More than work, that has been that has been a downer on my week. I can't really go past that and do. No, I don't like drawing men. Drawing men is difficult. I only draw women. If I draw men in something, they're like a disembodied torso. Or hands. Men are hard to draw because there's like more angular shapes and like stuff like that. No, I'm gonna draw me and Anya. I have a sketch that I've done of her sitting on my lap, and I'm just holding a bottle of mouthwash. It's like that it's like that famous painting of like the man and his wife with the pitchfork. As far as our expression. Well, no, he has a head. Just draw mecha. Well, no, like, drawing the male body is easy. It's the head that's hard. It's like the face and the expressions. It's mostly because I've only drawn women for so long, really. And if I drew a man against, they were just like, they were there for the scene, but nothing more. I want to get better. Trust me. The only things I know how to draw are, like, weird. He's all teeth and, like, a sandpaper tongue. How do you think he... If he has, like, no, like, drool, right? If he's not salivating anymore, how is Jimmy getting the... I know he's like, oh, you put the pill down his throat, but he can't swallow it. So there needs to be some sort of lubrication, right? Just think about that. Just call it a man network. That's why I only drew Yuri for a while. We got helps. Oh, I have normal tastes. I just like, oh my god, when I was younger, I got really into Outlast, but I didn't get into Outlast in like a weird way. That was one where I didn't get it, and I still don't get it. I get my take, like me liking Curly, I think that's just like normal. I think any woman goes in that game and they understand where that comes from. It's like a primal, feral need, right? But with like Outlast, I've never understood it. They are fucking hideous. There is nothing to be gained there. The yaoi is not even good. It's just creepy and distasteful, honestly. Like, there's a lot of Outlast stuff out there. Honestly, like a lot. I'm talking like teenagers are drawing weird Outlast Tumblr posts right now as we speak. At least I didn't go that far. At least I wasn't like I wasn't lusting after that the guy who wants to make you into his bride. At least I didn't go that far. got Freddy Krueger too much either. I think I have sophisticated taste, because it's not... I don't know. I think a lot of... I'm different than other... I have better taste. I have higher standards. Say the word. I'm not like other girls. I'm not like other Fujos. I'm not like other Fujoshis. I'm better. Please understand when I say that. It is complete and utter sarcasm and awareness. That's not even coping. I don't want you to think I'm being serious. Actually, I was joking, I said that I got an AO3, but I hadn't. AO3, mouthwashing. Jimmy Curly. I don't read fan fictions too much. There are 2 pages. Already. 2 pages, 25 works. Specifically for Jimmy and Curly. If I go... Okay, the first one is rape non-con. Manipulation, gaslighting. Oh, this one they made Curly trans. Okay. Okay. Dead dove do not eat cannibalism. Those are never good signs. Extremely dubious consent. Unreliable narrator. Somnophilia. Introspection. Jimmy has narcissistic personality disorder. Written by someone with narcissistic personality disorder. Shame, jealousy, abuse, cannibalism, delusions. Non-consensual touching. Pining. Oh, these girls did not disappoint, man. Oh my god, someone has original characters in it. Jimmy, Curly, original characters, canon disabled character, Curly got rescued, but also the other guy. Personal hell, hurt comfort. What? Bad ending, mental health issues, Jimmy, you crazy bitch, I need to see you suffer, cannibalism. Why are there multiple trans Curlies? Kingtober, gore, hallucinations, trans Curly. Delusions, obsession, referenced breeding kink, guilt. General Jimmy unpleasantness. Finger fucking, in parentheses, in mouth? A character study, despair, what else? Curly suffering, hurt, no comfort. What the fuck is Wump? What is Wump? What? 88,000 works in Wump. Oh, Wump is a term used to describe fictional characters who are going through difficult situations but are cared for and eventually recover. I guess he got off the ship in this canon. We fuck the deep fried chicken wing in this one. Unrequited love. Jimmy and Curly have their first time. It's as sweet as Jimmy wanted. Rape non-con, delusions, jealousy, threats of violence, unrequited love, flashbacks, partial soft war. Described as Anya is pregnant and Curly does not like it. Jimmy is too tired to deal with it. He misses the past. That is the game. That is the game, I guess. Wow. There's more than I expected. How about just Anya? Oh, there's 42 works of Anya. I guess they're ghost kinda, limbo, pregnancy. Outer space, existential angst. All of these are rape. Every single one has rape. Oh, there's even one in Spanish. ¿Y si Daisuke hubiese sido la víctima del abuso en vez de Anya? I don't know. I'm impressed. I'm impressed, AO3. That's supposed to be good. I'm an American. Oh, thank you, Vagina. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that talking about all the AO3 tags sure got you to subscribe. At least one of those words was rape. It said victim of abuse, so I would assume so. That's what I thought it was. If Daisuke had been a victim instead of Anya. Why is it like the only Daisuke one? Why does he have to be abused? Why can't you just let my boy live? He was the only one who did nothing wrong. He just wanted to be happy. Where's Daisuke? There's Swansea. Okay, Daisuke. Where's the Daisuke Swansea? Where is it? Oh, yep, here I found it. Even a broom couldn't clean up this mess. No, there's one from there's a fanfiction, Daisuke's last moments from his point of view. Hate. Daisuke and Swansea. Swansea thinks about his kids. Swansea has to take a horrible action. What does this mean? They've been so busy, man. They've been so busy. My Little Pony, that has even worse fanfiction, Banana Nero. That has like mountains and mountains of terrible fanfiction. What if Swansea was trans and Daisuke was trans and Jimmy I'm sure it does exist, or it's being written right now. As we're talking right now, some insane Russian woman who just finished playing mouthwashing is opening her laptop. I don't know, just the thought of like, you know, you're reading this fanfiction and it just goes like, oh, Curly's trans, and you're just like, okay. And you keep reading, and then every single character, as they're introduced, it goes like, oh, by the way, Swansea is a trans woman. Thought I should mention that. Just like halfway through, and then you keep reading, it's like, in this version, Anya is a trans man, and you just the thought of like every page. That's just how these fanfictions are, where they just every person is everything. They're very, very adventurous, very exciting. MLP will be going in the opposite direction. Did you see the hasn't there been like leaks for the new My Little Pony series, like My Little Pony Gen 6 or whatever? They already gave up on Gen 5. They already said we're done with that because it didn't do well at all. Nobody connected to these characters whatsoever. And they're bringing back the main 6. Oh. But this time, they're gonna go to summer camp with the Gen 5 girls. You're not autistic enough to be a brony. Yeah, as soon as I said, have you heard this, I realized that no, most people don't follow spastic animation communities as much as I do. What if everyone was trans with a transgender canon character? Otherkin is still in this identity insanity of the 2010s and 2020s of weirder space. Well, I mean, like I talked, like we said before, the DID stuff has spun so far out of control. It's like it's basically just a reimagining of the Otherkin shit, but like for the modern age. Now doctors are expected to take it serious. Mau. Oh, this looks cute. I keep an eye on the animation community, mostly because there's a lot of funny things that happen. Animators are insane people. Okay, I look up Mau. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11. The 13th picture is inflation fetish porn. I didn't even get halfway down the page. It got tanked because the lead animator refused to make the main characters gay, and it made the Fuji's mad. People have been mad lately because there was some old Rebecca Sugar artwork that came out of Pearl and Greg from Steven Universe fucking. And people are like pissed off because that's Pearl is a canon lesbian rock band. She was a gay-coded rock. And then she disgraced it. If anyone needs to be inflated, it's Mau. I've not heard of this one. It did not ruin animation. The fandom was completely cancerous, but that's... I mean, on one hand, that's what Rebecca Sugar wanted. That's what she did. She allowed it to she made a show that was custom made for as much shit bait garbage as possible. Everything in animation was starting to look more simple even before it, Steven. I will not deny that Steven Universe, certainly changed animation, but I think it was always on that path of cheap cartoons and stuff. Ever since, like, Adventure Time and similar art styles and cartoons in the West have been simple. The only one that's really gone, like, above and beyond that I can think of, like straight up just a cartoon, not like something that's made for adults or something with an adult-like edge to it, is like just like Gumball. That's the only one that has like they did a lot with that show. They went hardcore with that. they used a bunch of different 3D objects, different animation styles all over the place. They even hired that one trigger animator to come and do an episode. Doesn't that predate it? I thought they started airing around the same. Could be wrong. Adventure Time had more merit, yeah. Well, Adventure Time was Adventure Time was always kind of like episodic with like an overarching story. The problem with Steven Universe is they kept trying to have an overarching story that they wanted people to care about. But when you have a completely episodic thing, it just doesn't work. When you're trying to tell a space Nazi story about space Nazi rocks, you know, killing everything in the universe, you can't exactly be episodic with. How do I feel about Primos? But off the top of my head, I don't know. Oh. That's the... I kind of stayed away from this one. I mean, it's a hideous show. It's obviously hideous. Mexicans are apparently just hideous creatures. I didn't know enough about it. I think I missed all of the drama surrounding this show, but everyone just kind of agreed. Yes, let's make a Mexican show and make everyone look like little hobgoblins. That's representation, right? Hello, Volkanai! Hello, hello, hello! Pendleton Ward wanted to make an adventure cartoon about a boy and his dog, but his animators wanted to keep inserting lesbian relationships, and when he quit because of a breakdown, they went wild with it. Oh boy. Remember Kids Next Door? Remember when cartoons were like fun and you know, not about like stuffing like random emotional and like therapy fucking sessions into the episodes. So every episode is like a therapy session for the kids watching. Maybe you should just make fun things. Why don't you just make fun stuff and just have like therapy sessions happen naturally instead of that being the main core philosophy of your show. Remember Ed, Edd and Eddy? I will always Ed, Edd and Eddy. The best, the best. Yeah, they did do, finally, they had, I will say, when I was younger, I did look at a lot of, like, Marceline Marceline and Princess Bubblegum stuff. They're cute! They did, like, land, like, the cutest possible little pairing that one could draw two little lesbians in. Okay? They are cute. But it did seem to, like, become, like, a bigger part of the show. To have them like gay and going out and stuff. Like there's a whole scene where like Princess Bubblegum picks up Marceline's shirt and like does like the whole romantic sniff thing to it, and I'm like, isn't this made for like 8-year-olds? What the fuck is this? Someone unfollowed. We were at 310. Who unfollowed? Is it because I talked about AO3? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm sorry. I'm normal. You know, okay, we could talk about like hentai or whatever, it's fine, but sometimes I want to talk about Curly and Jimmy kissing. Sometimes I want to. Great! The day is saved! Amphibia is a good show. That's about fun. I wanted to watch Owl House, actually. I know, that's another lesbians, but that one seemed to... That one's, like, basically just, Little Witch Academia. So, you know. I think it's okay. Super... Because it was kind of built from the beginning, right? It wasn't forced. That was, like, always their intention. they were always going to be like a gay. It was always a thing. It was always a thing. Why is everything turning into lesbians? Because for some reason, TV shows are terrified of showing romantic relationships between girls and boys because they think that like you're gonna make women think that all they are like holes to be fucked or something, and then all they are good for is marriage and for men. But you can for somehow you can like completely avoid that if you just get them together with girls. And also everyone in LA is very LGBT accepting. And that's cool and all, but they're accepting to the point that everything they write needs to have LGBT stuff in it. And not in a natural way, in a in a I need to get extra points and extra credit kind of way. That's where like Owl House feels different because that feels very like intentional and like crafted around that. Um Well, other things feel yeah tokenizing. A lot of other shows like with Marceline and Princess Bubblegum, that feels very you threw that in. You threw that in to make because everyone wanted it. You didn't do that naturally. That wasn't the intention from the beginning. They never mentioned high rates of domestic abuse. I don't know. Women yelling at each other doesn't count, I guess. It's not for real because there's no violence. They just yell at each other and emotion manipulate, gaslight, girl boss, gatekeep. I don't mind pandering here and there. I enjoy being pandered to as much as the next person. Um, but it's very obnoxious to see like forced stuff ever because I don't know. I wish you would write stories like intentionally if you want to have certain themes in them. If you want to have things intentionally done, that's fine. But it should be part of the artist's vision and not something the studio forces upon them because uh we need to meet some sort of quota. Well, those are also like God. I watched some Dustborn, man. I after I watched Jelly play it, I watched her and Sheena play it, and I watched someone else kind of play it for a while. That game is not like a it's not like real. That was like written by AI. Everything about it is like intentional to piss people off. I haven't read something in a while where I couldn't tell if it was like bait or genuine because all of it reads like bait. It reads like something you would read on V, like making fun of these kinds of games, like the DEI type of games. It does not feel real. Everything about it, everything they do is baffling, and you're like, no way, some like because you don't expect someone to have so little like awareness of what they're writing and how it's going to be received. And it's like, how the fuck do you write these lines and not know that every single person in the world, you're not cool for acknowledging how cringe you are. You're just amplifying the cringe. I can't. If it was satire, it still would have been a terrible game because the game itself is boring and shit. But the fact that it's like legitimate, they actually focused on elements of design in both character and game, they wouldn't 100 million flops. Why is it so hard? Just make shit, man. I know it's not every creator's fault because there's a bunch of people in the industry who just do love video games and want to make good video games. But there's always like a whole fucking pamphlet of like things you need to put into your game, expectations you need to make it for all of these, you know, so you can get an award at the VGAs for like whatever. It's not fucking harassment. Not there's always so much like, oh my god, this is harassment. Like I'm sure like some people do take things too far, and I will never agree with like, you know, sending letters to some developer's house because you hate their game. I think that's cringe. But people on Twitter making fun of you and rating your game poorly because it's fucking garbage is not harassment. Except that your game is shit and that most people don't like it. Yes, you need to make this game for an audience who won't buy it. That's the thing. These people that they're making it for don't play fucking video games. And yet I think Dustborn makes more sense because it's basically a visual novel. But the thing is, it's not even the reason why Life is Strange got so big, right? Is because it at least had like cute characters. To most people. I think they're kind of still uggos, but most people still liked them, and so it grabbed it grabbed a lot of people's attention who were like shipper weirdos, right? They were able to write their fan fiction and make their cute fan art and do whatever they wanted. It was a good jumping up off point for them to make more content. If you're gonna make a game like that, you have to make the characters attractive for people to want to fuck. That's what they did with Overwatch too. Overwatch is mainly liked because all the characters are very attractive and people love their little shipping wars, right? Um, Meanwhile, other games in a similar genre, if that game had looked any uglier, it wouldn't have the staying power. I really do think a shipper audience is a good thing to hit, right? Having like people who will love your characters and want to make more content out of them, who want to expand upon it, that's perfectly fine as a developer. But why the fuck do they make these characters so hideous, so ugly? All the characters in Dustsport are just like intentionally made to be hideous, and I'm like, nobody is gonna do ship art of this shit. Nobody wants this. You can't draw these two characters as like South Park insert, you know, yaoi things. Like you can't do that. You're ruining it. You have no audience at that point. You fucked over everything. Pro tip for character design: if your character designs don't compel teenagers to send death threats to each other, it isn't good enough. I agree with that. Like it's that simple. Thank you, Thurlus. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I need to make sub badges. Fuck, that's one thing I didn't get time to do. We got the golden sub though. That super stupid sexy gargoyle. You need to have some sex appeal, man. Have some sex appeal. It's just staying power. Just look at Genshin, they courted shippers, and now even the Chinese money printers run. Well, the issue with Genshin is that Genshin's fucking boring. I played Genshin for a solid week when it first came out, and then once the problem is like you get to the end, and once you stop playing Genshin for like 20 minutes, you stop playing it. Suddenly there's like 1,000 things that you need to do. You need to read all this lore that you could not possibly give a fuck about. And I get like that's all gacha games, right? But most gacha games, I can look at it on my phone and just tap the screen really quickly to get out of it. With Genshin, I intentionally have to go to 1,000 different places across the map, listen to some retard going, "Oh my god, have you heard of the ancient Washlafwaha? The ancient demon of such and such that was killed by the god blah 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 blah." Like I don't care. I just want to see. I want to see I want to see the cute girls fight. That's all I'm here for. Oh yeah, the My Hero Academia. I don't know how you could defend that ending. I didn't keep up with My Hero, but I reading that ending felt like a slap in the face. It felt like I really hate it when that happens, where there's like no when you tease a couple for your entire run and you refuse to show it on screen or give an inch. I just be a man. Write them kissing and write them holding hands. Is that so hard? Like I was sad when Demon Slayer didn't do more towards the end too. They were just like, "Oh, trust us." They they totally fucked. Trust us. Look at their kids in high school. Don't you believe? Like, okay, I would have loved to see any of this on screen. That would have been awesome. But I fuck me, right? I guess. Yeah, he did probably lose interest. I mean, it feels that way for most mangaka that go big like that. There's only so much that you have planned to write, and suddenly you feel compelled that you have to write a million more arcs than you ever really want. Feel that way about Chainsaw Man. Part two does not feel like an intentional thing at all. Part two feels like Fujimoto being forced at gunpoint to keep opening Clip Studio. And they're like, Fujimoto-san, you just sold 1 million tickets of Look Back. You need to, you need to write draw Asa's fat ass for another 4 panels, or we're gonna kill your dog. Funny when people say games shouldn't be political, but you can be political and make fun as a hell. Totally not gay, man. It's called Metal Gear Solid. That's the thing. It's always the thing about like you can do. I think with you just need to not be retarded, and most writers in the industry are not very well read people, and I'm not a very well read person either. Um, but I have like I feel like a lot of writers in the industry stick to like the media and stuff that they like. And the thing about good writing, right, and good game making is you need to love the genre and experience a lot of different things. Writers of the past were pretty well read people who had read, hundreds and hundreds of books in a genre that they loved and wanted. And there was like a lot of passion there, a lot of intentionality behind every choice they made. Now you have people who have American level reading skill and who only interact with media that makes them feel good and makes them feel happy and follows the same five basic, plot structures. And there's no room for nuance or for creative writing, or I don't know, to be smart. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, and even I can see the fact that most of these people that are writing games nowadays are just not. They're not writers. They're fan fiction like slingers. They are writing the thing they want other people to write fan fiction rather than writing a cohesive narrative that stands alone on its own, right? Oh my god, Berserk is one where people a lot of people say they love Berserk and then have fundamental misunderstandings about Berserk. That's one that's really big, where people will say, "Oh, Berserk's my favorite manga," and then proceed to mischaracterize and misunderstand Griffith and everything else. Yeah, sorry, I'm not. See, I'm not well read either, and I'm not. I need to read. I have a bunch of books I've downloaded that I need to start reading. I can tell that I sound low IQ because I stopped reading. And you need to read. Reading is so good for your brain. It really is. And if you're a writer, you should be reading constantly. if you're a game maker, you should be playing all sorts of games, not just replaying your Sims 4 over and over again and being like, oh my god, I want to write a murder mystery again. About my OCs from my Sims title. It'll be so good, man. We'll call it Until Dawn. Even with Kojima's anti-nuke, I can't help but think, wow, Ukraine keeping their nukes sure would have been nice right now. That's like real politics. Well, there's like a I think with like real world politics, people have, Americans especially, have a very limited range of what they know of or care about. Um, I don't think everyone has to care about everything, right? About political issues. I really don't. I think the less you involve yourself in politics, probably the better for you. Good night, Vagina. Good night, good night, good night. Sleep well, sleep well. Take care, take care. And thank you again. Thank you again for the sub. I really do appreciate it. Have a good night. Have fun with calculus. Well, yeah, most people are too dumb to talk about politics, but there's also a level of like the American fun, like tunnel vision about what politics they pretend to care about or understand. And it gets like really irritating and preachy, and like also their perspective on things is very, very Western. Like, I don't know. I feel like if you asked most people who, you know, are all over certain political events and certain wars and certain things currently occurring, and were to ask them about any other, you know, major civil war currently happening or people dying in other countries, they wouldn't have any clue what's going on. They wouldn't know. They wouldn't have the first thought, and they would just tell you, well, I can't care about everything. But then they'll get mad at you for not spending all your time caring about these issues. I don't know. I think it's better to not care about politics too much. I think you should be aware of things. I think you should have opinions on things. I think you should care if you want to care. But I feel like the internet's current obsession with making it everything political, it's exhausting. I want to moral. Well, yeah, that's. I've had people in my life who, like friends and stuff, who friends and family who post things that are going like about stuff and, you know, wherever, and post like um GoFundMe's, and if you were to ask them where this place is on the map, they could not tell you where it is. They couldn't tell you where it is, and they could not tell you who the actual groups involved are. They couldn't tell you the history. Um, and I just can't imagine claiming to care so much about something that I know fuck all about. It's just so cowardly and like, not cowardly, but it's like, not cowardly, that's the wrong. It's just I don't know. Yeah. I feel like if you're gonna get on my case because I'm not sharing things or not caring as much as you would like, I feel like you should know what the fuck you're actually asking me to do or what you're talking about. I have no problem with people who are activists, and I have no problem with people who really do passionately care about these issues that they want to be involved. And you know, caring about death and violence is very important. If that's, you know, if you do care, you know, I think that's a great thing if it's something that you're putting a lot of time and effort into. But you fucking know what you're talking about. Know what you're talking about. Have some knowledge. Read fucking Wikipedia. It's not that hard. You can learn about this issue. It's not If you're gonna bitch at me for buying Starbucks, you better fucking know where it is on the map, motherfucker. Ah! Had the same discussion with friends. Nowadays, it seems everyone needs to have a political take about everything. Yeah, because if you don't have a political take, it means you don't care, or that you want bad things to happen, or that you don't care about other people's suffering. And it's like, I know more about what's going on in the world than you probably do. Again, like, I keep tabs on certain places that I'm very upset are, like, dying, you know, like Myanmar and Eastern India and stuff like that. And it's like, I can't care about every fucking issue in the world, man. If I did, do you know how I used to care immensely about, like, politics and, like, the suffering of other people, and you know how, like, draining that is. It's hard to live like that, where you're, like, all over everything and you have an opinion on everything. And I still try to keep up with things, but I'm just not gonna lose sleep over buying Starbucks or whatever. And I'm not gonna make a million tweets or fill my timeline with live leak photos of people dying that I personally can't do anything to stop. And then there's, like, the whole election and shit, where people are like that one musician that people were, like, bitching about because she refused to advocate or put her support out for Kamala or whatever. And it's just like, yeah, if you cared about these things as much as you say you are, then yeah, you should call out these parties on supporting initiatives that you find so deplorable and that you believe are genocide. You shouldn't just fucking sweep it under the rug and tell people that they should be satisfied with the bare fucking minute. You are claiming to care about these things as much as you claim. No, I don't want to. I don't want to get into it too much. I don't like. I find a lot of it tiresome. Just and internet slacktivism, Twitter shit, people believing the United States is, like, a third world country, and like, unironically really believing that they're about to get shot in the streets or something. Just I'm like, do you know what happens in most other places on this planet, man? Do you know the amount of poverty and suffering and, uh, like, pain that you will never experience in the United States necessarily? I'm not saying nobody in the US can complain, but the US is not the worst place in the world, and you are very lucky to have been born here. You were. You could have been born in, like, Venezuela. You could have been born in a tiny Venezuelan goat herding village. The Brazilian, yeah. Mexico is largely ran by cartels, and right, yeah. No, I've had people who are, my friend who's Mexican, she wants to move back to Mexico, to a town that's, like, owned by the cartel, and I'm like, your family struggled to get to the US, and you want to go back to the cartel village? What? And she's like, oh, but, you know, the US is so terrible towards Mexicans, so on and so forth. It's like, I don't deny that there are a lot of people who are very racist, but that's everywhere, and I'd rather deal with, like, I'd rather deal with random racist white guy in the United States than the fucking cartel back in Mexico. Sorry. One of them seems a lot more tolerable, and, like, I won't immediately die. Does she die? She's not hasn't made it back there yet. Average person can only have 150 meaningful relationships, and I believe it's actually so much. Oh, like, pretty much every country in South America, Latin America has had a president, if not multiple presidents, killed by drug cartels since like the 60s. And yes, that's the United States has a wonderful hand in all of that, but it's just not a I don't understand this mentality of you would have it so much easier, it'd be so much better, it'd be that being called mean words on the internet is like traumatic. What's that tweet? Turn off your computer, walk away, just go outside. You don't have to look at it. Yeah, I don't I don't want to get too much into obviously this is a very political discussion, but it's more of my exhaustion with politics and at least like the performative shit and then getting mad at me for not being performative in the same way. I'm not going to participate unless I like care because I refuse to. I don't want to do things just because I feel compelled to. Because doing things because you feel compelled to and not because you believe in them is just it's a level of self can't speak. It's just tiresome, it's exhausting, and I don't want to participate in it. Like I don't think the US is perfect or anything. It's just it's not cartel land. There's no like constant civil wars. You don't see people blown up on the side of the fucking road. You're not constantly worried about bomb threats. The US is perfectly can be definitely better. We should have higher standards for ourselves. There's a million things that need to be fixed. Don't lose sight of what you have. I do think Americans have it so good a lot of the time that they can't even comprehend how bad it could be. No, there's no productive conversation on as yeah, no, people online in particular. Well, I mean, you have to remember people online aren't like real life. Most people do not have this like attachment have as much attachment to social media as you would think. Most people reblog their funny little photos. They go on iFunny. They reblog a few weird memes and then they go about their life, you know. They go take care of their kids. They go to their work. They watch their TV shows. They have no care about these sorts of things. So there's also an element of remembering that most people are not as insane as everyone who spends their time tweeting. I think most people just want to get their McDonald's, go home. The chicken mac was okay. It's good to know. Did they fix the fucking frosty machine yet? I love their frozen cokes. I haven't been able to have one the like past 4 times I've tried to go by there. They don't. I can't get my frozen coke. So I just leave. I don't want it. I don't want anything else. I just want a frozen coke. Growing number of people who spend their time. I don't eat at McDonald's. McDonald's does suck. If I'm gonna go have a burger, I'm gonna like get like a proper burger. But I like their frozen cokes have like a certain taste to them that's like really they're scrumptious. I love them. Yeah, final statement, moving on from all this discussion. Don't listen to me anyway. I'm just some fucking retarded woman. Don't ever listen to anybody online to form your political opinions. Think for yourself. Go open a fucking book. Read Wikipedia. Do your own research. Don't be retarded. Don't follow things. Don't have an internet daddy. Don't listen to someone else. Don't be a fucking Twitterite. Don't be a Redditor. That's my final statement on it. I can't talk at all. I can't talk. I can't even string a sentence together barely, and I use the wrong words all the time. Why would you ever listen to anything I say as any sort of actual statement on political ideology? If you do this, if you listen to VTubers, you're a fucking idiot. No, don't listen. AledaSama supremacy, yes. We're ushering in a new age. What should you believe about the afterlife? So the reality seems really cringe, cold, and unfeeling and depressing. So I like to believe in heaven because that's a lot more interesting. Also, if you could become a ghost, think of all the opportunities you have to fuck with people. I want to believe that ghosts really are real because if ghosts do have like the ability to influence like reality and like living, think about how much fun you could have. I mean, imagine the people you could torment. What a wonderful afterlife that would be. I would rather believe in that than something shitty. The atheist thing is like, oh, but there's nothing. It's just the void. We all return to the void that we once come from. Yeah, if you're a fucking pussy, if you're some loser who wants to think like that, go ahead, be my guest. I want to believe in a better future for myself. I want to believe that I can go around and like push someone into traffic as a ghost. You can think whatever you want, but I choose to think in a much more fun way that makes life a little bit more more spicy. Want to be a hentai ghost where you possess a couple that doesn't know they love each other and force them to smash. just just be like Ghost Cupid, ghost rapist Cupid. Okay, Wikipedia might not be one hundo cool anymore. It might not have been for a while, but you can at least everyone has to start somewhere. And these people aren't going to go to a library. I know none of you want to set foot in the library. There aren't cute library ladies. They're all old cat women or like very very insane socially isolated autistic women. Do not go to the library. Get a Kindle, pirate PDFs, or read Wikipedia if you're too lazy. Either or. You like the library, you get extra points, random pie man. You're a good boy. Yeah, you should, Sket. You should change all that branding and make sure to thank me specifically for it. You're indebted now. I am expecting some royalties every month. Slip me a little check, thank you. Okay, a lot of you are CAD readers. Go to the library, your library card owner. I see. I misjudged. I misjudged my VTubing audience. I assume, chat reflex streamer, all low IQ. I should know. Sometimes people like to watch like a retarded dog spaz out in its cage. That's kind of this relationship. I see. Audiobooks are different, Autos. Audiobooks are, you're listening. It's a different part of your brain that you're using. It is completely different. Read. Read with your eyes, motherfucker. For me, you're watching for me. I'm the streamer, which means I am God. It's only $5 a month. It's only $5 a month. God, could you imagine? I'm never gonna get past 310, am I? It's just gonna go back and forth forever. After that Hunt Showdown stream. I don't I don't know why I'm so bad at video games. There's something about like having to talk and play at the same time. My brain can't keep up. That's a lot of instructions to follow all at once. No, I like playing games. I just can't I can't play games that are actually good or require effort, thought, or ability. This is why everyone play I know now why everyone plays fucking Minecraft. Because you can just turn, but the thing is, I know I can't play Minecraft because the moment I play Minecraft, you all are going to make fun of me so much because I don't know how to do it. I've never looked up anything how to do in Minecraft. And I just recently learned a lot. I learned how to make a composter after, 100+ hours. So I'm not gonna do that because it's not gonna be fun. Okay, but like I don't look at everything that's in the recipe book to like figure it out. The first 70 hours that I played Minecraft, approximately, I stayed in one location. I buried to the center of the earth and I created, well, I was trying to dig out a sex dungeon. What I ended up doing was clearing out like, 100 by 100 block, of cobblestone. I just went upstairs and I built a castle. Above that, I built like a castle on top of my sex dungeon. Um, and I just kind of stayed in the same place because I was too scared to venture outside because I got killed by everything in one tap. Because I made armor, but I only made iron armor, and I just stayed in my place, and then I finally saw a mushroom forest at about 70 hours when I finally had to leave because I wanted to go get new wood. Vintage story. It's like Minecraft but harder, and no one knows how to play, so they can't backseat. I just like building things. I don't like a lot of the complex stuff or making farms or systems or whatever. I just like sitting there and building towers. I built like a huge torii gate, and I built an entire village. My friend was trying to convince me that I should just enslave all of the villagers and turn them into turn it basically into a concentration camp, work camp. So I could constantly get materials. But instead, I built a wall around them, and I made several more iron giants. And I spent the next 100 hours like crafting a new beautiful village for them with interesting architecture and details, and then create an entire railroad network back to my castle. Did I make them pay for it? Yes. I took all of their emeralds. I did I did learn a little bit about redstone, but just enough to open a door. And then sometimes I get like I'll see like Minecraft shorts where it teaches you how to make like a redstone what is it? It's like a iron Spencer, and like how you can trap villagers into like a 4x4 area and then constantly force them to spawn an iron giant that then gets burned alive and transmitted into or transmutated into the silver bars or whatever. But that seemed like cruel. I don't like being cruel to them. I don't understand like this hatred of villagers that people have. They're like guinea pigs. Would you like kill guinea pigs? Would you be mean to guinea pigs that are just trying to live their lives? No. No. That I don't get this like hatred of them. They're just living their life. Hispanic does not mean Peruvian, retard. I'm from the ole ole part, not the fucking guinea pig part. Not the capybara part. Should be obvious. It should be obvious. Capybaras are cute, man. I want one. There are so many animals that I want. Oh, has she eaten one? Okay, I'll ask her. Listen, I would eat anything. I don't believe in this like, oh, you know, you shouldn't eat that because emotions or whatever. I'd eat someone's leg if it was like offered to me. I would chow down on that for the experience, for the ability to say I have tasted the human flesh. I would struggle to eat other things if they were like whole, but if they were like chopped into a soup, I don't think I would care as much. I feel that well because yeah, yes, I love dogs, I love cats, I love all animals, but you know, pigs and sheep and cows are very intelligent creatures too. They can also be taught things. They can know commands. They're very intelligent. Pigs are super intelligent. We eat them every single day. And I feel like it's I won't eat the bugs though. I only want to eat things with higher level intellect, not fucking insects or dedicated full cell. Yeah. If my Oshi sold ethically cloned Oshi meat as oh my I yes. If I could have a little piece of her inside of me forever, I would jump on that instantly. I keep trying to get people to believe. I just want to share my blood with other people. I want us to intermingle our blood inside of each other. You know, cutting our hands and then you know, you put them together and you let each other fester or whatever. It would be easier and less violent if we could just eat a little bit of each other. But nobody wants to do that for me. I don't get it. I feel like it's like the ultimate sign of friendship. You know? I'd let my friend I would be more than honored if my friend wanted to drink my blood. No, Wiccans are retarded. No, Autos, it's different. I want to, yeah, I want, yes, it's different because I saw an episode of, I saw it happen on an old TV show. And then I saw this exact scenario made fun of on Family Guy, and it made me feel insecure about it because I legitimately thought of it first, and I'm really pissed about it. I'm pissed that, what's his bucket? Seth MacFarlane stole my idea from my brain and turned it into a Family Guy episode. I swear to God, I saw this episode before that. I saw like Chuck Norris or whoever share his blood with like a Native American Indian chief, and I was like, I want this. I need to do this with somebody. I want to intermingle our bloods. I will share. We can share diseases. We can share prions. We can become one just a little bit. Other than being like a twin with somebody, it is the closest you can get to like that true, like full understanding of another person is to have their blood inside of you. Yes, friends eating each other is the ultimate sign of friendship. Really, really, truly. It is not. Okay, because it is. It literally is. Cannibalism is a form of intimacy. I don't know why. Why do you think vampire stories are so popular? Because it is like the most intimate. It is more intimate. Vampirism is more intimate than sex. It is more intimate than any other human activity. It is a true bonding of blood and body. Yeah, but I think it's better if you know. I think it's better you are aware and like imagine like a wedding where you feed each other, right? The bride and groom feed each other, they feed each other the cake. Instead you feed each other like a little just not like everyone thinks you gotta like feed them like a chunk of flesh. No, it just has to be like a little, a little dime sized. You just peel a little bit off of your forearm or something. It doesn't have to be a big thing. If everyone makes in this, oh, you want to kill me, oh, you want to eat my entire leg, oh, you want to kill. No. It's not. Well, imagine like you hold it, you eat it at the same time, like you hold it with your partner and you place it on each other's tongues and then you like eat it and then you kiss. That's so good. The latest one was a vampire. I would shed a single silver tear before driving a stake that kills her deep into her heart. Nah, you would. Nah, I don't believe that. I believe if I was a vampire, all of you would partake in my flesh. Especially if I could grant you vampire powers. I believe that you would be. I don't believe that. I think that's just you saving face because it's not the reality. But if I became a vampire, I think it would be, I would be able to form a cult pretty easily. Vampires are cringe, werewolves are cool. So, we have the feeder. Now we have the furry. I see, Otto. I see. You like those girls with like 6 nipples, huh? Is this a Tumblr thing? I think this is a woman thing. It's not that unique. What I'm talking about is not unique at all, Ozzy. It is a very common belief system among those with the uterus. I think it's women something women live in blood, forged from blood, so on and so forth. There is a romanticism with blood that men cannot understand. Oral fixation. Well, that too. I literally said nothing gross. Well, there was more than just one Autos. There were many different people who did that and many different baked goods. And that stuff is no. No. That's different. That's not what I'm advocating for. That's disgusting. That's different. That is like extremely different. That is no. I believe in pure blood, clean blood, right from the vein. No, the blood mixes and the atoms merge and become one inside of you. Different. You've heard at least three other VT. It's just a universal experience, a universal want. I don't know. You'll grow up and you'll learn. You just need to mature more, and you'll get it. You'll understand. You guys are just little peons, little bird brains, little baby boys. You don't get it. You don't understand. But I believe in you. I think you can understand. Maybe physically, not mentally. I am beyond. I am above. See, they say like men are evil because they created this twisted society, but if women were in charge, it would just be fucked but in feminine ways. More fun ways! More fun ways! It would be fucked in much more interesting, exciting ways. There would be bloodletting rituals, there would be like, the expectation of sharing flesh, There'd be less bombings and like stuff like that, but more intimate flesh devouring. Yes, yes, I am. You've heard my lore, right? My cool lore, my expansive history. I'm an ancient Leviathan creature. I know more about human society than you do. Why do you think elves are a feminine race, Aaron? Why are elves always feminine? Why are elves inherently like there's always the hot elf women and the men look like twinks? Why is this always the case? You finally understand. WoW doesn't matter though. Cannibal societies were all matriarchal. I wonder, what is that Indian Indian tribe on island cannibal? What are they called? Where that one white guy died? The Sentinelese. They do not practice. Okay, well, who does practice cannibalism? What tribes practice cannibalism? The Korowai, Fiji. I'm not seeing any matriarchal references here. Not seeing any. Damn. Leadership structures are based on personal qualities of big men rather than on institution. Interclan warfare occurs mainly because of witchcraft and sorcery-related conflicts. A big man is a highly influential individual in a tribe, especially Melanesia and Polynesia. Can a woman be a big man? Weren't Aztecs cannibals? I think most ancient civilizations practiced in some amount of cannibalism. The Euros even participated in cannibalism. It was just everyone used to understand that cannibalism was like not that bad, honestly. As long as you didn't eat the brain, that was like a big no-no. Everyone knew that. This reminds me of that Kirsha e-girl contract where the guy was called large impressive. What? What? Maori were cannibals until hilariously recently. I don't know. I think you're all a little. I think you're skittish, you know? I don't know why I just instantly thought about the guy from One Direction that died today. Why do rich people. Why can't rich people just be happy, man? Is it really that hard to just fuck some, fuck some legal women who are consenting and completely okay with it, do a few drugs, enjoy some weed, enjoy a little bit of alky every once in a while? Why is it so hard to just like enjoy your life and not go off the complete deep end, do a bunch of coke and then jump out of your window? What the fuck? Liam Payne, one of the guys from One Direction, did a bunch of crack and jumped out of his third-story window onto the pavement below. Did not survive that whole ordeal. But it seems to be drug-induced hysteria. Also, he might have been he was accused of like harassment towards his ex, probably from drug-induced hysteria, I would imagine. It was big news. I never watched One Direction. I've never been into boy bands. I don't get that. I don't get that shit. But it was big news. Not just me. It was everywhere, fed. Cause he was like a big deal. He was like every teenage girl did love him or whatever, but it was a big deal. Yeah, I know. I know that's the mentality, Big Hat, where people are like, oh, well, I'm so rich and famous, I need to push the boundaries. I need to figure out, what the most fucked up, heinous thing I can do because my life is so unexciting. But how many times do you have to see other people fuck up and die before you just get a hobby? Learn how to like do like extreme sports. Dedicate yourself to becoming a Red Bull guy. You don't need to do coke. You don't need to fuck fuck groupies, underage groupies. Go jump out of an airplane. Do anything else. You will get that same thrill. You will have fun. It's that easy. You click on it though, you're not okay. Apparently there's footage of it. Everyone's just been posting other people jumping. Wait, I'm waiting for the TMZ leak. We don't have many celebrity live leak videos. Oh, hi there. We don't have many celebrity live leak videos, but we might have one now. Definitely. Yeah, it'll never happen to me. I'm special because I'm more rich, because I made just slightly more money. I can get away with it. Surely, in this modern age of where everybody is trying to get everybody arrested for the smallest thing, I will be special and I will get away unscathed because I'm just that charming and threatening. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Where a Chinese woman went to Afghanistan as a tourist and paid for a tour from. What the fuck? There's a bunch of photos with her and our AK and all these Taliban dudes smiling and posing with her. That is bizarre. I do wish not a it's still a problem with like white women going to Middle Eastern countries and being like, "Oh, but I'll teach them the Western ways. Nothing bad will happen to me." Why do they keep doing it? Why would you why would you keep doing this? Why do you go to India without a tour guide? You're stay at home. Take your trip to Niagara Falls like every other woman did before 2010. Stay home. You're not gonna make it. You don't even know Arabic. You're too lazy to learn Arabic. Every Westerner is too lazy to learn Arabic. I've tried to learn some Arabic. That language is insane. Someone under 18 did try and message me on Twitter a few weeks ago. Damn, the flies. Yes, it is dangerous, man. I the amount of people I see who are kids, right, on Twitter and stuff, and just put minor or underage on their profile and are actively interacting with like adult accounts is just baffling. It's scary, and it's also just like, I don't know, it's I don't want kids in my fucking Twitter, man. I don't want them following my shit. I don't want them openly being like, "LOL, I'm like 16. I'm liking your art." And I block them, and I'm like, "Get the I don't want to even know that you're looking at my shit." Like the under, well, yes. I mean, like, I would imagine it's, oh, I watch this person, and it'll be different for me, right? If I'm groomed, it won't be traumatic because I'm in control. I'm sure a lot of young girls do think that, where they think they're the ones who are in control of the situation without understanding the severity of what they're getting themselves involved with. Um, I think it would be stupid to not think that a lot of young people are. I mean, that's why adults, are responsible for shutting that shit down and telling them to go fuck off and go back to Club Penguin or whatever. Because kids are retarded and they'll be like, "I love this person, and obviously they won't be weird to me. Obviously I will be in control of this, and nothing bad will happen." Blah, 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 blah. And then they get taken advantage of by some creep living in his mom's basement, collecting all of the images to share on his favorite private Discord server. You think nuns beating? I think them being off the internet. I think their parents parenting. People not being afraid of like parenting their kids and telling them to get the fuck off the internet. I don't know what this like fear is that you can't take your phone away from your kid. I think you should. I think most parents should. If your kid fucks up and is tweeting someone or trying to message somebody and they're being weird and they can't be responsible, take their phone away from them. You're not an abusive parent. You're being a good person. You're protecting them. Red pilled me too. Can I be, or I don't know all the pills. I can't. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna advocate for something weird. What is a color that hasn't been defiled by this? I don't even know. All the colors reference something horrific. Beige. Can I be tan pilled? No, even when I was doing art stuff, I would have like, "Oh, thank you for the follow, Spec Pantermo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. And thank you, thank you." Hello. I don't know if you've been here for a while or if you're just now jumping in. Now I don't know what to say. And then follow while you still can. By locking their head to a constant feed of 2000. Yeah, just put on like what is it? My 80s TV, my 90s TV or whatever. Let them get raised correctly. I hate you, Scam. You're all so mean to me. You're all so mean. I'm so sick of seeing this follower going. Man, no, when I was an artist, I would get people who were like, when I was doing art stuff, I would get people who were like 15 or 16, which they put in their description. And they'd be like, can you give me suggestions? Can you tell me what brushes you use? Can you tell me where you got this certain shader? And I'm like, you know, when I was your age, I wasn't this fucking open and trying to get groomed. What is wrong with you? Get out of my fucking account! Get out of my DMs! I'm not gonna tell you! Go to DeviantArt! Why can't you be normal? I'm... I live in hell. I hate my viewers so fucking much. I should've, I should've done GFE. Really, I should've done GFE. I should've been good. I should've been like, actually, I'm just like everybody else. Go Kamal, go, I am Twitter. I love Reddit. I love, the status quo. I love basic I love Nintendo. Nintendo is my favorite. I love Pokemon. I love Pokemon. It's the only game, the only thing I ever play. I have so many cinema rolls. Pokemon go to the bulls, yeah. Oh, thank you for the sub, UNSC Saratoga. Thank you. Thank you. How have I been? I've been okay. Tired, work hell, love wagey, love being wagey caged. I love corporate America. I love being a doormat. Step on me. Step on me, manager-san. Arigato, arigato. Thank you for giving me work. I love working. Yeah, I tried to keep up banter. I try to respond to as much as I can. There's too many of you talking. There's too many of you talking now sometimes, and I'm like, I can't respond to everything. I can't read everything. I'm a terrible streamer. Ah! Slow mo. No, that would be boring. I don't I don't trust anyone who asks for actual mod role. Venenanero. I have to force it on you. It doesn't work if you want it. If you beg for it, it's not good. The great Kabadachi minister. Sweet OG-san money. All I had to do was be like, guys, today we're gonna be playing Minecraft. I'm I can't even do it jokingly. I can't even do it jokingly. I just had to call everybody master and have cat ears like everyone else. I had to make little I could have just made little ASMR Twitter things. I could have just been a Spurg, but no. But no! I can't keep my mouth shut! And now, even if I wanted to change, even if I wanted to become pure, even if I wanted to go that route and get that sweet, sweet OG-san money, even if I did, everyone would be like, remember when you told that story about you eating moldy bread? It's so over! I fucked it out! I can never undo it! If you ever get modded, you will do nothing with it. You have to ban the annoying bots. That's all you're required to do. That's all you can do. Anything. That's all you have to do is just ban bots. That's all I would want. I don't want you banning people for saying things unless they're like being annoying and spamming. It's it. You have a whole collection of, like I said, Fed, when you release the clips, I gotta be like up there and popular. You can't do it too soon. If you want to plan the fall, too many people, you know, they jump on it too quickly. They do the call out post when someone's at like 1,000 followers and they're like, oh, this is enough. No, you gotta wait until like I get actually big. When I hit like 10K, maybe even a little bit more, let's say that happens. That's when you release the tapes. You make sure it's a really nicely edited video where you stutter a little bit and you're like, this person, it's hard for me to even talk about this level of vitriol, hatred, racism, discrimination, and terrible pick-me opinions. And then write the entire Twitter thing. Make sure you at everyone big in the community, and then I'll get on like all of those spastic internet talk show, all those channels. Every one of those people that covers quote unquote VTuber drama or whatever. But you gotta make sure I have a nice model and I have like some amount of like not respect but notoriety and I'm well liked. Then that downfall will be so catastrophic it'll be talked about for years. Yeah, when they put like my face on it and they're like, AledaSama, yeah, they an unexpected the collapse of the AledaSama empire. There's already 100 to 1,000 streamers who did it first, and most burned out and died. Yeah, I've heard that GFE can be the most emotionally taxing, which I can't. I mean, yeah, it would be. Hello, Crazy Kitty. Hello, hello, hello. Well, hello. It's been a minute. How are you doing? Cute emote as always. Very, very, very. I'll get my Fillion collab any day. I'm messing. I want to mess with Vroid. I've been watching Midas make like a Vroid model. And well, that's not that hard. I can do that. I kind of want to brute force one into existence. Then we'll have budget Fillion streams. Okay, my dream wedding would be this is okay. I think I've thought a little bit about what part of the body I think we should eat. So I feel like if you want to puss out, you can do the arms or legs. If you want to take like a little dime-sized piece off the arm or the leg, I think that's a good like compromise. But if we're talking like legitimate, like if you want to make a real statement, you're gonna take out a little coin-sized part of like off your chest, a little scraping, right above the heart, because you really want to make sure that it means something. You want it to be a meaningful piece of flesh. You can't take it off the face or the neck. You're too close to the arteries, right, that matter. But there is a lot of space between the top of your chest and the rib cage and then the organs underneath. So take a little dime-sized piece off of the heart, above the heart of that skin, and then feed it to each other. Make sure you kiss afterwards because you need to make sure you seal the deal. And then if you know, I would probably do like a tattoo around that part, something to protect it and make sure that that scar is permanent. Raging so no, just a little bit. No, no, just fucking around. I'm fucking around having a little fun. Ah, your pachinko game. Hmm. Pachinko roguelike on Game Boy. Eh? Oh. Just start. Oh! Eh? You've lied to me. I can't, this is not, I can't play this. Nothing works. I've been lied to. I wanted to play pachinko! I want to gamble! It's space. I'm. Oh! Oh my god. Eh? 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 I'm sure you made a wonderful game, Crazy Kitty. I'm just retarded. I'm not making fun of you. I'm making fun of my own inability to figure anything out. Thank you for sharing. I will play it. If I can figure it out, I will play it. I could see that. I was smashing buttons, but it wasn't working, and then I got frustrated. Don't take it, no, just don't take it personally. I'm a retard. I will check it out later. I want to make it work. I will make it work. I'm putting this into another tab, and it's getting bookmarked. Right now. It's getting bookmarked. Because I'm gonna fucking figure it out. Oh, good night, Big Hat. Good night, good night, good night! We sleep well. Thank you for stopping by. Should also get a dog asset. Just like I don't want to have a dog asset because that will just introduce a whole lot of other problems having a dog asset. Whole lot of comments. I'll have that fucking song posted in every single in anytime I'm mentioned, there will be that song posted. Make sure you wait until Ada goes live with a new project she's working on for a while. That's also a good plan. Woof woof woof. That's not a real bark, so that's fine for me to do because I'm not. That's not enthusiasm with for money. That's just normal woofing. That's like that's garden variety barking. Anyway, what were we talking about? What was the topic of discussion? What were we having heart to heart on? That you couldn't find the Kersha e-girl contract. Ah, domestication contract. I don't know about that. Oh, next I never got a chance to. I never got the chance to. Uh, is there anything I should get? Is this demos? Demo. That's a white woman talking. Ignition Ignis Bro, worst case, unprotected room to room anime women. That's I'm opening a new link. Footy bash status 1 slime princess. That's a woman. Legs the Hellgate cup that looks like fetish. That looks like a fetish. Magic brick. No photo studio simulator. This looks like it could be cringe Kino. Metal bringer. This looks very Asian. Moon and Away. That looks cringe. X-File. I thought that said a realism focused Muslim, but it's Milsim. I'll open that. Night Watch. That looks no. Unbroken. Okay. Pink Noise. That looks cringe. I'll look at it just for fun. Tiny House Sim. That looks like my kind of game. There's a lot of slime games. What I'm seeing. Chloe the cat. I love fishing. IRL and in games. What do you mean no? I love fishing. Also, thank you for the follow, guys. Thank you. Or Imgeezer. Did look at web fishing? Okay. That's because okay. No, I like going fishing because you just sit out there and you drink and you listen to your dad tell stories that he normally wouldn't tell that involve him finding dead bodies. I've got a few fish. I've caught a few fish. I don't like the killing them part. I'm very good. I'm very good at these things, you see. I know how to read and how to speak, surely. This is an experience that you can expect in the future. Yeah, my dad's told me a story of a few different events he's every time we go fishing, he starts talking about like his teenage years, and he's just like, "Hey, Aleda, do you want to hear about like this horrific experience I had on shrooms? Do you want to hear about that time I found that dead guy in an alley? Do you want to talk? Do you want to talk about that time I got so high I got lost in L.A. and I wandered into a gangbanger's apartment and I thought I was gonna get shot? Do you want to hear about that time?" That's just every time we go fishing, it becomes like a trauma dump session. I'm telling you about how he played. That's hardcore. My dad never did anything like that. Mostly, he just got involved with like the wrong kind of people and ended up in the wrong situations. Was the dead guy okay? Yeah, he was fine. The other dead body he found or saw happen, less fine, less okay. Shot in the head. Oh, Jesus. Intentionally or accidentally? Also, random pie man you must share with the class now. He's Mexican, isn't he? Just a little bit. Just a tad. Don't stick your head down holes when you and your friend are hunting gophers, yeah? Yeah, that's some good advice. Probably, possibly. Time his brother set him on fire and his lower body, so that's fucked up. My my dad has a few stories like that, like where he tore his Achilles tendon when he was up hunting. He tore it like really bad, like in half, and they were so far up on the mountain. It was it was already night, and it was gonna take like a day to get back down. And after a whole weekend of not seeing a deer, and with his leg completely limp and starting to lose all feeling, um, they saw a deer as they were going down the mountain, and he couldn't lift his rifle high enough to shoot it because the pain was so severe. Until to this day, he said, I should have just kept going until I passed out. I should have just kept going until my fucking leg snapped. He's like, it was the biggest buck I have ever seen in my entire life, and I'll never see anything like it again. And I squandered it because my pussy little leg was hurting. Then he had a story about how he stepped on a nail. It went all the way through his foot when he was working somewhere. And then another story about how uh one of his friends one of his friends was like, they were at a bar, and this guy was being a dick, so his friend decided to fight him out in the parking lot, and his friend fucking hit him, and the guy fell and cracked his skull open. He fucking nearly killed the guy. Did not kill him, permanently disabled him. um and my dad was just like, he's just like, I turned around, I went and I got in my car and I it's like, I didn't want to deal with it. I told him not to fight him, and I didn't want to be a part of any investigation. I'm like, Dad, you're such a how could you do that? You left him there. He lives in Wisconsin. On your way home from work there, this white guy just face down planted in the drainage ditch with his face in the I don't know if the guy was dead, but I was walking around. I was walking with like my mom and aunt, which was, it was just a weird scenario. We were just walking around like after dinner. We were walking down the road back to our car, and as we're walking, we just see like these two policemen laying a tarp onto this man that's just laying in the middle of the road. I just looked over there, and I looked back, and I just looked straight until we got into the car. And we were both just, nobody said anything. My nobody said anything. We were just like, oh, surely he's fine. Surely he was just a little drunk stupor. But they laid a tarp on him. I don't think he was fine. I don't think he was okay. He was 100% dead, I think, yeah. I'm glad we all had dead body stories. This is like this is so much fun. This is like being around the campfire and bonding. It's like we're fishing, chat. It's like we're fishing. This is just like fishing. Yeah, hit in the head. Like, head on by a semi truck. Holy shit. That's my nightmare. Yeah. Most people don't walk away from that. Horror stories from your work hospital. Yeah, of course. I welcome fucked up or weird stories. I don't know how everyone else feels. None of us are leaving here. I always catch a few fish. I always catch a few. And then they get turned into jerky, and it's really, really. You like fish jerky? Fish jerky's delicious. Probably the only real fish food I can eat. Yeah, fish jerky best. I was sipping my water, Autos. I'm not always muting. I'm not. Listen, I'm learning. I'm growing. The muting issue is becoming less of a problem. I'll kill you. Fuck you. Can't have a moment of rest, a moment of peace. Unfortunately, I don't have like any murder stories or like family members involved in scandal, fucked up things. None of them are hardcore enough. Very first body release I ever did, it was a long stay. It was a body that had no relation to family to be released. So they stay. Yeah, I watched a documentary on that. Yeah, I've seen a documentary about that. It's what's it called? It was, and they show footage of a similar how long they stay in the morgue. They stay for a while until everything pulls out. Ooh, family. A certain kind of death. If you want to watch a very fun documentary, I would say give that a shot. It's called A Certain Kind of Death. It covers what happens to people who die who have no family or friends or anyone to take care of them post passing. Very a very sobering kind of documentary experience. Yeah, it's just like the video game Mortuary Assistant. Exactly the same with the demons and everything. Oh, that's fucked up. Hospital work sounds rough, man. Sounds rough. I've listened to a few different things of hospital and firefighters talking about their worst experiences. There's a guy on VR chat who would like interview random people about their like lives and experience. Those were always interesting stories and kind of made me feel better that I never went into forensic science. Well, not just true crime. I like listening to like just the I was watching I was watching some the time I was stabbed. Whenever you stab, you can't just I don't think you mentioned that. Elaborate. Yes, Seymour. Seymour. I liked his videos quite a bit. They were all pretty interesting. Guy talking about being in the military. Psych patient. Fuck. And that sucks. It's rough. I've been watching before bed. I've been watching some Urbex videos. I like watching Urbex. There's like a very specific few videos from Urbex that are of actual murder houses or where like catastrophic injuries have occurred. Oh, goodbye, Fifth Venom. Good night, or lunch break. Good. Gambare, gambare. Have a good rest of your night. I hope sleep well when you're able to sleep. I hope we're. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. I love Urbex. If I did not have shit lungs, I would be an Urbexer. I am very fascinated with old buildings. Yes, I love when they explore really terrible, dilapidated shit. Not just like, oh, we went to the same fucking hospital. Oh, we had I don't care about like the ghost experience garbage or people saying, oh, we met like a random homeless man who likes to do and is chasing us with a knife. I'm not in. I just want to look at. I want to look at. I want to watch some random white guy from the Midwest explore it and go, oh gee guys, this is very this is very spooky. Oh. No, there's only a few that have like actual murder houses. Fortunately, most murder houses quickly demolished, or there's very little evidence left because of the way crews clean them up. So if you want to see things like that, you have to look up videos of crime scene cleaners, which there are quite a few crime scene cleaners. I find their videos pretty interesting. Chinese, wasn't that one? That one was fake, wasn't it? That one particular. There's some that aren't fake and that are weird. That one was like obviously like baby dolls they threw into a water. Like, this is so spooky. They're foul sometimes, they're foul all of the time. I can only take true crime stuff or like reality stuff in doses, but I always come back to it. Let me enjoy my slop. Listen, I love slop, Autos. I love slop. But if I have to know that the dead baby ditch is fake, then so do you. We got to accept they did not catch something bizarre and otherworldly and like catastrophic to the Chinese government. We have to accept that. The fun is over. Well, the problem is they always go over like the same case. They always go over the same cases. If I can't have magic, neither can you. True crime stuff tends to go over the same cases. People have the same opinions about things. There's no new. They never cover like small time crime or like. There's very few channels that focus on like smaller things or like a random person from the Charlie Project or something. Every video is like, here's another video about what happened to John Benet Ramsey. And I don't want to hear the same 4 fucking theories again, thank you. I know about the case. Can you talk about this other case? That's why I love Iwu. I love Iwu so much. Iwu crew. All of their videos tend to cover more interesting like cases I never would have heard of. Their footage is just fantastic. It's heartbreaking. It's a quality channel. Like great, fantastic work. And very few other channels hit that level for me. What do you mean, Scab? What do you mean? China's wonderful. China would never do anything terrible. China is a respectable country that brought us Genshin Impact and Zenless Zone Zero. There's a cannibal in my home. Real? What's his name? Cannibal who? Let me stalk you, Autos. Where do you live? Tell me. Tell me. I need to know. Explain. This is very important information. Dale Merle Nelson. Yes, is getting added to the doc. You live in Creston, British Columbia, Canada. Notepad. File. Should be under document. Go. Add that. Oh, and then I gotta do Scab. I don't think I ever added you. Works in a hospital. We'll learn more in time. Don't worry about that. safe. I'm too tired. I'm too tired. I can't do the bit too extensively right now. Was a Canadian mass murder. Well, nobody cares about Canadian crimes, I have learned. Nobody cares about the Canadian who partially ate one victim in 1970 following a drinking binge and possible use of it. See, but that's the other part that makes it less interesting. He was like some LSD head. If it was a bit, it's like half a bit. It's a bit in the sense of it's not serious, but it's also not a bit in the fact that the document exists. Oh, he killed 8 people. Holy shit. Wow, this is a very short this is a really short like article for what seems like a very serious serial killer. There's only like one documentary on YouTube. Oh, and also thank you, Dark Poutine Podcast. Fuck you. What is that title? What is that name? Dark. Yes, necrophilia, another thing. Victims. Let's just say he would have been a Minecraft YouTuber. Isn't that weird? Who's the one who has sticky notes on her wall to keep track of her fans? At least mine's digital. I haven't written anybody out yet. Oh yeah, I've heard about the guy who fed them to pigs. Yeah, that's well, actually, a few people have done. A few people have. I don't know who you're referencing. Oh, a map of the. I need to. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that actually might be fun. That might actually be really fun, honestly. Oh my god, actually, okay. I'll think about it. That would actually be really interesting to have like what I like my stalker chart. We're doing reverse doxing here. I need to figure out who you are. I need to Can you get a green tack? Of course, Arid. Of course. Of course. I always listen to my fans, my kabedachi. I put their wants and interests above all else. You can have whatever color you want. What color do you want, Random Pie Man? Or do you want a sticker? I'll do a sticker too if you like a sticker. Well, you guys are gonna have to share colors. I'm gonna like write your initials on the pin. You want a Cinnamoroll sticker? Okay, maybe for you, you can have a Cinnamoroll sticker. I suppose I will be so kind. Attack with a poutine charm. Easy, easy. What am I gonna do? I will. I will make my voyage down to Brazil. Thank you very much. I'm going down to Rio de Janeiro. when it's super improbable and some really wacky shit had to have happened, not just generic. When it comes to like true crime, I don't mind like weird cases or like mystery cases or absurd cases, but I do find serial killers pretty fascinating to learn about. Just like their mentality is, I don't believe in this glorifying thing. It's just that they're so fucking like, they're so, I don't know. They're just interesting. It's interesting to read about like why people do those sorts of things and how like hard like listening to some of them. They try so hard to be like I am this cool overlord master of people killing. Oh, I'm so fucked up in the head. And I'm just like, you're such a fucking loser. You're such a fucking loser. Like Israel Key, like any of those people that write, like they go on these diatribes and they're like, I understood women. I understood how stupid and like low I like lower than dirt they are. And it's just like, dude, you're a fucking you're a trash collector. You're what, what are you at least just say, "Oh, I'm a degenerate killer like loser." And I have like a weird perversion. There's like this weird mentality a lot of serial killers have where they act like a big deal. And it's really pathetic and just interesting to listen to. You are not the fucking Joker, no. At least like some of them are just like, yeah, I'm just like a demented person with like I can't connect to other people and I'm probably a psychopath. And those people are chilling to listen to when they're just upfront. When they're just like, yeah, I'm just like fucked up and I like I think it was Gary Ridgway. Maybe I'm wrong. One of them. Glasses boy. Tall guy. He was very honest and upfront in his interviews, which makes him more kind of scary to listen to because he was just like, yeah, I'm just fucked up, man. I'm just broken mentally. Um, and then other ones like school shooters and stuff. They always go on these long. I, I'm getting revenge on the world. Blah blah blah. It's just so interesting how they really think that they're so much better for just being retarded, killing people, and now you're sitting in a prison cell. You're gonna get going in the prison bathroom for the rest of your fucking life. Yeah, you're so cool. You're so cool, dude. You're in solitary confinement for the next 80 years. Wow. Yeah, they should be laughed at. Like that one, like I don't know, a lot of those people, they really do get it. Like this glorification, or I understand like obviously being upset or angry, but people like act in fear of them. These people are just, that's what they want. People who do things like that to an extent want people to be afraid of them because they're so small internally. They have to do this sort of thing to have control over their own lives and to cause, you know, cause pain and justify their own existence. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that does happen. It's fucking weird. I mean, female killers get tension in prison too. I think it goes both ways, man. If you're an attractive person, no matter what you've done, no matter what crime you've committed, there will be some fucking weirdo who's like, you know, I still want it. I still want to hit it. I want to hit that. Instead of shooting up your school, you could just turn on Twitch. What's that one random South American serial killer who got massive? What was his name? That was that I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. A lot of them don't get like really persecuted down there anyway. or as male serial killer. Yeah, I don't get that. I guess I don't really get. I like obviously like fantasy wise, I understand being attracted to complete demented piece of shit, but IRL, I just do wonder what kind of psychosis leads, like what brain rot leads to that, where you're like, yes, I'm gonna send letters to this serial killer. I'm gonna send letters to this convicted rapist. I just don't get it. I know that they have to be insane, but I don't get I don't get what insanity leads to it. How big do your daddy issues gotta be that you want the ultimate like experience? I've been so happy that we haven't been dealing with the unfollow follow shit. I tricked a few new people into saying yes, I'm gonna follow you for some fucking I don't have no idea. Whenever I understand when people follow me when I'm like playing a video game, when people follow me when I'm just yapping, I don't get it. I don't understand. Why are you here? What do you I feel like everything I'm saying is like radioactive and like repellent, repugnant. I don't believe you people. I think you know that feeling, you know when you're like young and you think maybe everyone's making fun of me and I'm like special needs and they're just playing along to make me feel better. That's what I feel like half the time, right? Where I'm like, maybe all of my people here are just like I'm so I'm like just a retard. They just want to look at. And anytime they say something nice, they're just lying to me because they want to see me dance more. Yes, you have to do the blood plaque. Yes. If I is there any way I could get you to send me your blood? I won't send mine. I just need yours. Oh, unless I bring a mail on. Never ever. Everyone's so mean to me all the time, and I'm such a good streamer. I'm such a nice streamer, and I come on here and they go, oh, chat, chat. No one will give me their blood. You want us to meet? I feel like I feel like that would make my psychosis worse. If I started being treated nicely, I would start to think the same thing, like, oh, I'm no longer funny. They just pity me now. That's why they're being nice. They're not being really nice. They're pitying me because they've realized that I'm one bad day away from making a trash bag parachute, seeing if it works. I deserve your blood. Okay, if I don't ingest it, what if I put all of it into like a little vial necklace? Would you be okay with that? Is that okay? Oh. You know, this is why women say that men like that romance is dead with men. All men want to do is they're like, let's just play video games together. Let's just watch the new episode of Shogun. Let's just look at my new Funko Pop. Romance is dead. It really is. I know that's not. I know that's not even true, Fed. You're being tsundere. You're such a tsundere. Yes, I got another one. Arid has been brought under my wing. Slowly but surely, I will make you understand. I don't even voice it. Except for when I tried to do a terrible southern accent. I'll enjoy my fandom, my beloved audience while it lasts. It was Kino. Man, I really I showed my friend and they started making sui noises. It's like knowing that came out, that just like the things that I've listened to over the years, my internet autism manifested in that way hurt something deep inside of my soul. It was really funny. I'm not like embarrassed, but it was just like, holy shit. The Valley Girl accent was better. The Valley Girl accent, a 10 out of 10. That was true, Kino. Because even one person getting the reference is like embarrassing. It's like it's like someone saying, "Hey, I saw you at the fat retard convention. You know about the like you really were wearing the keychain. I see that you are part of this this retarded thing." And it's like, fuck. I guess I do. I guess I can't pretend that I don't. And like, at first I was gonna ignore it. But the more I spoke, I couldn't do the accent properly anymore because it washed over me. I thought I'll ignore Fed. I won't even, answer that. I won't even pretend to see his comment about it. I think all of you people need to go on Tumblr instead and become normal. We only visit holy websites. We don't invoke certain names, invoke certain mentalities, certain retardation that is hard to even begin to process. It's unfortunate that I probably do know more than you could even begin to imagine. You were in the home. Okay, well, I never got into the Homestuck thing. Getting into the home, that's next level. There's no excuse, man. I was 17. I looked at that shit and I was like, this looks kind of cringe and gay, and then I never went back. Yeah, I also fancied a girl who liked Homestuck. You know what? I'm gonna read the Wikipedia and pretend that I know what's going on. I'm gonna read the wiki and pretend. I didn't fucking read it. I didn't actually open it up. I watched Sherlock intentionally because I wanted to see. Well, I don't know. I thought the first season was like fun or whatever. It was like funny. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it genuinely. Then the rest of it was completely terrible, but Sherlock was just alright. The first season's most of it. MLP-esque. I never got into like that part of things. Like I said, I like the music MLP. And that's about it. Sorry, Beth. Well, again, to be fair, I was like 15. I was like a teenager. Teenagers don't have good taste at all. Teenagers are still riding off the high of like, oh my god, Artemis Fowl is the best book ever written. Teenagers like anything you put in front of them. Did I read that? I'm assuming you're asking. No. What I read instead was I read the Aragon books. I read the Aragon books. I wanted to write a fucking dragon, bros. I wanted to write a dragon. I had I had dragon OCs. I had dragon OCs. Oh my god. When I was in high school, when Attack on Titan first came out, a lot of my friends would wear the Attack on Titan they got cloaks, like the Attack on Titan cloak things that the characters wear. And they would sprint down the halls with the little cape fluttering behind from class to class. If you I am young and sprightly, never forget it. I am young. I am young. You cannot call me old yet. I am young. I didn't do anything like that. I just had a Hatelia necklace that nobody could tell was a Hatelia necklace. Okay, no, the Kingdom Hearts thing, and I will never make fun of like, I will never make fun of live action roleplay guys. That is Kino. It is cringe Kino to be that free, to have that much fun. I want like, I'm gonna be honest. I would not make fun of furries if they weren't so sexually perverted and like deranged, because having like the balls to walk out and be like, I'm a furry, I'm wearing a fursuit, and I'm gonna growl at you. That's like a power move. That is like insane. That is crazy. But they have to go and do whippets and fuck in their fursuits. They can't be normal about it. They can't just go out there and go rah, 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 rah. Let's pretend a fight in the parking lot and pretend that, you know, wolf on wolf action. No, they take that back to the hotel and they fuck instead. It's so boring. I am I am young. I am young. My I have many, my carton is full. The cartons are full. Yes, correct. You're so mean. You're so. Anyway, it's been 3 hours. Chat. I think it is about time. Call it good. It's about time. Stream today, later on, will be around 6 PST? Approximately? I will be doing it at human time. I have to move it because I have to go to work in about 7 hours. And I gotta hope I don't have to stay after. You're fuck you. And I hope I need less, man. I'll be fine, don't worry. I've gotten to work on less sleep. Thank you guys for don't nuke stream. I don't know, I kinda wanna nuke this one. I can keep I feel fine keeping the gaming VODs up. Then like when the ones where I'm yapping, I'm like, I don't know if I've said anything that's gonna be like a problem later on. How does Zatsu it's easy to just talk and talk and talk. But I want to play games. Don't get me wrong. I want to play video games. I don't want my streams to be just Zatsuing. I think they'll get boring very quickly. To ASMR talks. There's only so much you can talk about. And I feel like I'm using all of my Zatsu energy that should be like, I should space it out more. Space out the topics, space out the space everything out. Yeah, person can only be interesting for so long, so I need to like I'm giving out all the information too quickly. Zatsuing, you're gonna become bored of me very quickly. I need to limit it. It needs to come out in small doses. Tonight I was supposed to. What do I think about ear licks? I don't like the licking noises. If someone like bought me a one of those ASMR mic things, I would feel like I would have to do it. I wouldn't enjoy it though. Don't. I'm saying I would have to have some monetary reason to go ahead and do. I never saw a rebel today. Cry, cry, sob, sob. Sleep now. I keep track of the viewers. Where are they? When ASMR, a human liver shows up. I don't want a liver. Gallbladder. I would be down for a gallbladder. You can unfollow. It's a funny little organ. It's funky. The gallbladder I think has a lot of personality in it. Say I don't know, it's just like one of the more interesting organs that you forget that you have. But I know that you have it. I know you have that little gallbladder in there. And I want it. And the only see, most women will go, I want the heart, I want the lungs. Very generic answers. Very by the book, very, you know, kind of bland, kind of normie, kind of uninteresting. I want that gallbladder. And they just randomly explode that, they do. Yeah, and they look kind of interesting too. Please end stream. Okay. Okay. Well, good night, everybody who stopped by. Thank you for thank you for stopping by, everybody. Thank you. Very tired. Good night, everyone. Everybody sleep well. I will see you today. Later. Yeah. Don't unfollow me. I get so sad. I cry. I go, Mama. Oh, my fans hate me. I went too far. I talked about the bloodletting. No! Fuck all of you. Alright, see you later. Good night, good night. Good night, good night. I'm not rating. I'm too sleepy. Good night. See you later. Bye 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 bye.